Hello. Okay, so update on my life. Um, it's been a while since I've filmed something. I'm very exhausted, but I wanted to film. Um, I'm kind of like tired and wired. That happens to me a lot. I could be so exhausted, yet I can't sleep. Um, Also, my sleep cycle is off now. Um, a lot of things have been going on, cool things, cool developments. I keep trying to like challenge myself, to put myself out there, and all these good things. But these things are exhausting to me. I think eventually I'll get better at like managing multiple things at the same time. But currently, it's kind of exhausting. It's exciting and exhilarating and purposeful, but also exhausting. Um, okay. This past weekend, I did a retreat. I did a meditation retreat. It's like a group meditation. The practice is called circling. It's about basically sitting in a group of people and just meditating on the current moment, meditating on what's currently present, alive, and active in the moment. And you just kind of talk back and forth, like in the group. Um, and kind of just talk about what's happening in any given moment. And you basically do that for 2.5 days, um, and it's peaceful and sometimes it's um, more than peaceful. Sometimes it's like anger comes up, a bunch of different emotions can come up, and I guess it's just surprising that so many things can come up with just being present and just talking about what's happening in the moment. Um, it's a great way to get to know people really fast. It's a great way to express yourself. Um, yeah, it's just, I do all these weird practices. I do all these weird things that I wish I were better at describing them. But now that I live my life based on feeling rather than um, trying to think it through, um, a lot of these things are best felt rather than maybe understood through descriptions or explanations. Um, yeah, it's like, how do you describe, if you didn't know what music was, how would you describe what music is? It's just like, well, it's this thing, and there's a beat, but sometimes there's not a beat, and like, so that's the way I see it. So it's a cool meditation practice, and I meet a lot of cool people, and people that I feel like become family very fast. Um, because I guess you're talking about the connection between two people, and you're not talking about other things really. You're just talking about just like connection and emotion and love and whatever. Um, so we drove to like 4 hours to the Tampa area. Um, the town is St. Petersburg, Florida. Um, Got back really late, so now like my whole sleep cycle. I mean, my sleep cycle was a mess anyway, but my sleep cycle, yeah. Um, and then I couldn't sleep when I came back anyway. But um, I think I feel like I'm the type of person that's going to be exhausted no matter what I do. I would love to be a person that's like not, but at least I would rather be exhausted doing things that I feel like are meaningful rather than spinning my wheels doing things I don't feel are meaningful. Um, yeah, and I guess whenever I have like a deep, rich experience, um, afterwards I contemplate how do I integrate that into my life. And I want to live more by the principles of that meditation, living in the present moment. And it can be difficult to do that. I feel like I'm going more in that direction, though, and I find it more sort of inevitable and satisfying. Um, yeah, I think like as it's like every day that goes by, I get to worry less and less about the things that don't matter to me, and more about the things that do. Um, so yeah, so I look forward to seeing ways I can continue practicing um, sort of those principles of staying present and I guess just empathy in a certain way, feeling other people, loving other people, putting attention. It's a great practice for attention, um, putting attention on the things you care about and on the things you're noticing, um, and kind of like almost emotional mastery. This so that whatever emotions come up, you can love them, be at peace with them, notice them, express them. Um, so yeah, I feel like all these sort of strange, specific practices have helped me become the woman I am, and I feel very grateful. You know, thinking about it, I feel very grateful that I found these little pockets of of tools for my life, and it seems like how it seems kind of like how did I find these things because they're so um, they've become so important to me and so powerful for me. Yet it seems like just chance that I happen to find some of the really good things in my life, like the meditations and circling, orgasmic meditation, also social nudism. Um, these are not things that like you sit and think you're gonna look for. Um, and I also wonder what other things could be out there that I don't even know about yet that could be like my life, you know, that could like sort of suck me in that way. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm just thinking about how to integrate it more into my life. I'm excited about going back to New York in a month, um, and I'm just working on how to balance the whole snowbird lifestyle. How to, um, yeah, because I'm living a life of having deep connections with people, and then more often than not, I'm leaving the location. So um, I guess I don't want to have people feel like hurt and that I'm leaving them behind. Yeah. Uh, so that's why I guess I'm just living in the moment and not trying to worry too much about how everything's going to fit together. Because so many things have fit together beautifully when I haven't tried to make them fit together. And I guess like the way that I see human connections is um, that yes, some people move in your life, some people move out of your life, some people are there for longer, some people are there for shorter. But I don't think that a shorter interaction with somebody has to be less meaningful than a longer one. Um, and I feel at peace with people that need to travel to certain places or locations or that are on certain paths that don't always include me. But I'm also aware that um, there are people that will and do get offended by me just disappearing. You know, me traveling, me going to different places, me taking different opportunities. Um, so it's like I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I can't deny certain callings that I feel like are strong. So I just hope that the people in my life will um, can understand um, that. Um, so um, it's like I want to celebrate my return to New York, but like in doing that, it almost feels like disrespectful to the people of Florida um, that have been my home for the past several months. Um, so yeah, learning how to navigate that and do that in a way that feels true and graceful and yeah, harmonious or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Bye.